else should you be president? And I was like, that's it.
I said, dig deep. Outside of soccer on the roof and poning your sister, is there any reason for anybody to ever vote for you?
And I was like, no.
So we didn't have a choice. Without any kind of positive message, the only way Reese could win was by going negative.
Going negative equals destroying your opponent, me, with vicious attacks that are not even true. Chapter 9. I get ambushed at Friday Assembly. The election officially kicked off with candidate speeches at Friday Assembly, which is held in the library at the end of the day. Carmen, friend of Claudia / candidate for treasurer.
The problem with Friday Assembly is that it's like 20 minutes till the weekend starts. So most kids are totally checked out, and it's hard to talk to them about anything important, like global warming.
Carmen had decided to run for treasurer because she felt like, as a class rep, she wasn't making enough progress to stop global warming. We'd agreed to be running mates. And when she asked me for advice about her speech, I told her to make it A, very short, and B, mostly about how awesome the weekend was going to be. Because it's true that at Friday Assembly, that's where everybody's head is at. Carmen did not take my advice. And TBH, I think it was a mistake. Kids looked seriously bored even during the scary parts of her PowerPoint. Carmen's PowerPoint, slide number 23 of 37.
If we don't act now, Earth will look like this in 20 years. Melting ice caps, massive floods, everybody dies.
See the PDF. Then Max Esper, who was running for re-election, gave his treasurer speech. Like me, this was Max's 4th campaign in a row. So he is basically a pro. Ran versus me for president in 5th grade, but lost and became treasurer in the next election. Max Esper, 6th grade treasurer / candidate for re-election.
This was the complete text of my speech. Great news, everybody! There's an 80% chance of snow overnight, which means awesome sledding in Central Park. And last weekend, somebody built a sick ramp on Pilgrim Hill. So check it out. By the way, I'm running for treasurer. Vote Max to the max. Peace out. I think it was very effective.
It really was. Like I said, Max is a pro. Then Xander got up and basically embarrassed himself. Xander, gigantic idiot / candidate for treasurer.
I was all, what up, 6G? Time to jump on that X-Men bandwagon, bruz. Put your X by the X for Trez, and I'm gonna make them Benjamins rain.
It was just sad, really. Then it was time for the presidential candidates. James Mantellini went first. I knew he'd be quick, because after last year's robot speech went on for half an hour, Mrs. Bevan made a rule that James can only give a speech if he stops as soon as she tells him to. So he has to get the crazy out fast.
I started with, "My fellow 6th graders, I have 3 words for you. Free-range education."
People were like, what?
I said, "Brothers and sisters, we are human animals with arms and legs that are meant to run and jump and climb. But for 8 hours a day, we are imprisoned by our desks and chairs. This is not natural. If our bodies were meant to sit in chairs all day, our butts would be 3 feet wide, and we'd have tiny little stick legs and floppy arms."
As soon as James said butts, Mrs. Bevan stood up and was like, "Okay, James."
"Vote for me, and I'll put an end to classroom furniture. No desks, no chairs, and every class will have climbing walls and monkey bars on the ceiling. You want sledding, Max? I'll give you sledding in English class."
At that point, Mrs. Bevan grabbed the mic, and James had to sit down. I was next. I don't remember my exact words, but my outline was this. Friday Assembly Speech. Accomplishments.